Okay, so good morning, all of you. I would like to give you a bunch of numbers which covers every kind of number that you have seen up to this point of time in your studies. Ulaj. So I would like to introduce to you all the different types of numbers that you have encountered till now. First of all, every kind of number that you have ever seen is called a real number. So any number you can think of, any number is called a real number. Now, real number is divided into two parts, rational and irrational. Now, irrational number is basically a decimal which does not end. It doesn't end, it doesn't terminate. Okay, irrational number is actually what? It is a decimal which doesn't end. It's a decimal which doesn't end, but there is no recurrence. There is no repetition of digits, but it doesn't end. Like, if you try to calculate root 2, root 7, root 13, so these are all irrational, because if you try to calculate root 2, root 7, root 13, you will find that it's a decimal answer which never ends. So never ends, non-terminating, but although it doesn't end, the digits also, they don't repeat. So it is non-recurring. Recurring means repeating. So it is non-terminating, non-recurring decimal. So that is irrational. On the other hand, you have rational numbers. Now rational numbers are divided into two categories. One is decimals and one is integers. Okay? So rational numbers, they can be decimals, they can be integers. And decimals, we have already said irrational is non-terminating, non-recurring. So in rational, the decimal has to be either terminating or recurring. What is the meaning of that? So suppose if you say 0.5, 0.2, 0.1, so you know that it's a decimal, but it's ending. Like, it's not going on and on and on, it's ending. 0.5, that's it. 0.2, that's it. 0.1, that's it. So this is terminating. What about recurring? If you do 1 by 3 as a decimal, okay, if you do 1 by 3 as a decimal, you will get 0.33333333 like that. If you calculate 1 by 3 as a decimal, you will find that 0 point and then endlessly you will have to go on writing 3. So that is called recurring. That means a digit is repeating. And these are the two types of decimals under rational, either terminating or recurring. Then you have integers. Integers, they can be negative, -1, -2, -3, -4, whatever. They can be whole numbers. Whole number starts with 0. So anything negative, leave it, and then whole number starts with 0. And like I said, whole number is either 0, otherwise it's a natural number. What is a natural number? Any positive integer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 30, 40, whatever. So this is the tree of numbers. You must copy down this tree, in your notebook. This is very important, very, very important. Probably this tree is there in your school book, I don't know, okay? But this tree is very, very important. Now, we are going to start this chapter today, rational and irrational numbers, that's the name of the chapter. So, we are going to start this today. So, today I'll give you, because today is the first session, I'll give you very, very light homework. So, today we will just focus on this terminating decimal. So, in today's class, we will just talk about real number, rational number, decimal. Only we will talk about terminating decimal. We won't talk about anything else today. Now, terminating decimal, if you convert this into a fraction, this is 1 by 2, this is 1 by 5, this is 1 by 10. So, any terminating decimal can be converted to a fraction. Actually, that is the definition of a rational number, that you can write it as a decimal, you can also write it as a fraction. That is a definition. But that we'll come to at some other time. So terminating decimal, 0.5 can be written as half, 0.2 can be written as 1/5, 0.1 can be written as 1/10. So you can write the decimal as a fraction, right? Now, when you write it as a fraction, you just observe the denominator should not have a prime factor other than 2 and 5, correct? Now this is 2, so it's fine. This is 5, it's fine. And 10 is 2 into 5, so it's fine. So the criteria is that prime factorize the denominator. If you get a factor other than 2 and 5, any factor other than 2 and 5, then you have to say that it will not be terminating. Let's take an example of this one only. The example is right in front of you. 1 by 3. So 3, what is the prime factorization of 3? It is 3 only. That's it. So is the prime factorization containing 2? No. Is it containing 5? No. What is it containing? 3. So that is why it is not terminating, it is recurring. So remember, if I give you a fraction and if I ask you without actually telling me the answer of the fraction in decimal, can you tell me is it terminating or not? Just prime factorize it. See if the prime factors are any number other than 2 or 5. You say that it is recurring. If the prime factors are 2, 5 or mixture of 2 and 5, then you say that it is terminating. That's it. So your homework for the now regarding homework, whenever we have a session, the following day 9 p.m. is the deadline for homework submission. Now the thing is that some people they take this deadline in a very literal sense. They say that okay, 9 p.m. is the deadline, so I'll submit the homework at 8:59 or 8:58. Okay, so I cannot argue against that. You can submit it at 8:59 or 8:58, but try to submit it well within 9 p.m. tomorrow, and so that I can check it. I can tell you if it is right or wrong. If it is right, very good. If it is wrong, you may want to join a meeting at 9 p.m. and I'll tell you what are the mistakes, right? So this is the homework. So this is the homework. 13 by 80, 7 by 24, 5 by 12, 8 by 35, 16 by 125. This is the homework. You have to say whether these are terminating or not, right? You will have to say whether they are, you don't have to say the answer. Just say whether they are terminating or not, okay? 13 by 80, 7 by 24, 5 by 12, 8 by 35, 16 by 125. 5 fractions. Just say whether they are terminating or not. That's all. Don't have to say the value. Okay. Thanks a lot. I'll end the session now. Bye all of you.